See this, all the leaders' body language. Now here Trump is very, very aggressive. What is Obama conveying? What is George Bush? This is the 9/11 posture. See how worried he is. The leaders, John F. Kennedy and Modi, and the charmer, our Bill Clinton. So warm and authoritative leaders. People will always be watching your actions as a leader. And you are a leader wherever you are. You don't have to be a political leader at your family, you are leader of your children. At your office, you are leader of your people, your employees. So warm leaders and signals of empathy, friendliness, and caring. And employees also want leaders who display power, status, and confidence, especially in times of chaos and confusion. They look for leaders who project stability, certainty, who make them feel secure. We had our factory fire in 2005. This story I've mentioned many times in my public speaking. Quickly, for the people who are listening it for the first time, massive fire. A couple of workers burned down. We had Christmas orders taken advance from the buyers. Everything burned down. And at home, yes, we cried. We cried at home, but next day, as the leaders, are not supposed to cry. We gathered the team and we told them we want this factory up and running in 3 days. We called the insurance guy to call the pictures and get it cleaned. Wiring guy did the whole rewiring and then whitewashing done overnight. We couldn't do it in 3 days. But ladies and gentlemen, we could do it in 5 days. Nobody could recognize. And guess what? We ended up getting 100% insurance claim even for our dead stock, which was in the books at the book price. We had the purchase bills. People who are in the garment export, Sneha, you from NIFT, you understand that every time we buy 5% more cloth and we produce 2 to 3% more garments, those are all dead stock for the garment exporter. At the end of the year or 2 year, we have to sell it to the garbage guy. But everything at the book value. Thank God nobody died. The workers gave a statement in our favor that it was their carelessness. And buyers gave extension because we sent them the newspaper cutting. We came out as a winner from such a chaotic situation. On the other hand, somebody could have got depressed कि अब तो सब जल गया, खत्म हो गया. So how to use body language to influence people? To inspire, not to impress when you are speaking. And always smile with the eyes. The double thumbs up, Jack Ma, you see. So be authentic. I encourage everyone. This video I have watched hundreds of times. Over 20 million views, Amy Cuddy. Your body language can change your destiny. She says, fake it till you become one, not fake it till you make it. So as I said, I started to fake my smile and it has become a genuine smile over the years. No matter how hard times I'm going, my days are screwed up sometimes like everybody else, but I can smile in the worst of the situations and a genuine smile. So it can shape who you are. These are the on the top, all the winners' body language. At the bottom, you see these are the losers' body language. And if you have this body language in that video, she has shown that. She has done that research with the video cameras that people with the losers' body language don't win the contract, they don't even get the jobs. So higher and see these on the left side is all winners' body poses. These are the losers' body poses. And it can change your life. Practice it for 2 minutes before any meeting. I mean, practice as much as you can, but particularly practice before any great meeting or you're going for a public speaking or you're going for any event. Even it has impact on your, hormones. Your body language can change your high power, how testosterone increases and the cortisol increases if you have a low body pose. She's done all the research. So changing your body language in ways that can make you feel more confident. Here you can see this person on the left hand side. And on the right again. Oprah Winfrey, how to be a confident and reduce it in 2 minutes a day. Practice these body languages. If you can do every day, at least do it before the meeting. 2 minutes per day. Practice this. I do it all the time. When I enter my office, I do this and then I do some breathing exercises and start my day. So 55% is your communication is non-verbal as is the start. And when you are doing a presentation, sales presentation or any presentation, stand up. It makes a difference. It creates more confidence and authority. So certain blunders, exaggerated gesture, crossed arms, turning yourself away, slouching is a sign of disrespect, avoiding eye contact that's too intense. घूरना नहीं है यार, एक decent eye contact. Watching the clock, घड़ी देखना किसी से बात करना is the more huge disrespect. And weak handshakes. Getting too close. Also, don't violate that personal space. Should be at least 1 feet away. And your expression should also match your body language. See these two pictures. Here is anger, expression, anger. Fear, expression, fear. And the reverse is here on the right hand side, which is not aligned with that. Looking at the watch. And now dress for success. दोस्तों ड्रेस के बारे में जितना कहूं कम है. If you can't understand your colors and everything, hire, have some investment. We have wonderful image consultant Varsha and Amit Chaturvedi as our Faridabad and Platinum members. I have taken their consultancy after reading enormous books on the subject. Lot of time when I go to court, judges are very angry and annoyed, but I always dress like that, and I have ended up getting sometime the audience in their private room, serve chai and samosa. Here you see how dress makes a difference. So when you traveling, then there is also different. South India, there are different greetings. There are different body languages. When you're traveling to East, present your card. Japan, you present your card with a respect. You don't write without their permission at the back of. We have a habit of writing at the back of. Always ask their permission. Can I write? They feel disrespect if you write on their business card.
So 3 minutes.
Okay, formal and informal, cross-cultural body language. And also last part is video conferencing. When you are doing, now we are doing a lot of Zoom meetings.